What's up, guys? Welcome to the Rants with Rage podcast. I am your host, Man vs. Rage, and this is a show where we rant about video game related topics and news. If you're an audio listener or a viewer on YouTube and would like to be a part of the podcast, you can join us live every Tuesday through Friday starting around 9 a.m. Central Standard Time over at twitch.tv/Man vs. Rage. That's MANVERSUSRAGE. And remember, if you are here live and you would like to submit a question, use !question followed by your question in chat. Today we're going to talk about, will loot boxes go away? We have a few points I'd like to go over first of all. So here recently, the Entertainment Software Association, which is Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, I believe, I don't think any other things are a part of that. I'm not sure though, because I'm not too familiar with it. I probably wouldn't even be talking about this topic if it wasn't for this. But they came together and they decided by 2020 they're going to implement a thing to where every person that puts a game on their platforms has to disclose the odds of the items within loot boxes in their game. So here are my thoughts kind of on loot boxes in general. I'm not the biggest fan of them. I don't really like them at all. Except in certain situations. I feel like free-to-play games can somewhat do them right because they have to have a way to monetize their games because they are free. That's my opinion on the matter. I think free-to-play games have the right to monetize their games, but there's still a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. We're gonna kind of go into a fucking really wrong way to do it later with something that Apex Legends did. Oh boy. But so by 2020 they are going to make people disclose the odds of items within loot boxes. So that means like, this is the percentage to get this rarity, this is the percentage to get this rarity, stuff like that, which a lot of games do not do right now. Like Call of Duty does not disclose the percentage of getting a legendary drop over, a common drop out of their loot boxes. So I think this is a really good thing. I think it'll be a really good thing going forward because it'll make these companies. Because do you honestly think what do you honestly think like the percentage to get the best item in a Call of Duty loot box is right now? And do you think that percentage will go up when they have to disclose the percentage to people of getting that item? Do you think they'll raise that percentage to get that item if people can actually see the percentage? Because I think they will. I don't think they'll leave it at that. I think it would be pretty dumb for them to honestly leave it at that. Because I think they would actually lose money in the long term doing that. But I really think it's good that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are coming together and getting this done, because from what I hear, like, government is getting involved with it, and I don't think that's a good fit. We already have like enough of government getting involved with like gaming because of like the whole tariff thing, and like we might be paying more for like video game related things. But that's another point. Well, at least here we will. But I really think it's good that they're trying to do something about the whole loot box thing, because my opinion is I wish they didn't exist. I just wish companies would offer you the items and let you pay outright for the items that you wanted. Because there's still going to be people out there that, you know, pay for every item. But the thing is, they'll lose money because, you know, you can't get duplicate items from that. And that's what these loot boxes thrive off of, is you're going to get a duplicate item and it's going to transfer into some fucking in-game currency or some shit. It's honestly, it's greed. Loot boxes are just companies being greedy, in my opinion. Unless done, like, I believe in a free-to-play setting where I still think even in free-to-play settings, they should just offer you the chance to just buy the items you want to. Which is what Fortnite did with their save the world thing. They made it to where you can see what you were going to get from the llamas before you bought them. And Psyonix is also doing this later in the year with Rocket League. They're ditching loot boxes altogether and making it to where you can just straight up purchase items, I believe, is what I heard. Which is the right thing, I believe, to do. Because especially right now where they're implementing this law to where these people have to put percentages on their loot boxes, I feel like Psyonix is smart because they're getting ahead of the competition and they're going to actually make themselves look better by taking loot boxes out altogether. I believe THQ Nordic was like, we're not even going to issue a statement because we don't put loot boxes in our games. Pretty much throwing a jab to the people who do. My question, like, kinda to this is, if companies start ditching loot boxes like Psyonix and Fortnite kinda are, like the random loot boxes, is that going to lead to like an uproar against the people that still have these loot boxes in their games? Because you have to think, like, companies like EA and, you know, Activision, they're not just gonna up and take these things out of their games. So will they raise their percentages whenever this fully goes into effect? Because it still has a while before it goes into effect. They want it done by like 2020, so that's still a ways away. Well, kinda. But will this lead to loot boxes being killed off eventually? I don't think so. I don't think they'll ever truly get rid of them. That's just my opinion on the matter. I believe, but that's only something we have to deal with in America. I don't know how other places are dealing with loot boxes. I know, like, I believe Suicide said where he's from, they pretty much like aren't even which Suicide is a person in my chat, for the people who not know. He's a frequent in my chat. He said that where he's from, it doesn't even exist anymore. That they completely outlawed it, right? I believe. Pretty sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong. But so going into like what I think is completely wrong with free-to-play games. So Apex Legends, they put out their first event, which is a solo event. So people can go in these matches solo now instead of in a group of 3, which people love that part. And I think that was a really good idea. I think they should have had that in the game in the beginning. But it's called the Apex Iron Crown Collection. Oh boy, I read this. I was like, what? So pretty much how it is you have to get these iron crowns and you can, I guess, buy stuff. Buy packs. See, I don't think you get duplicates or whatever in Apex. I don't believe. But this is what they did. So you get the crowns. So only 120 crowns are ownable through actual gameplay. The rest need to be purchased through packs, which are $7 a piece. So minus the 2 packs that you earn, because you get 2 packs for free, and you get 120 crowns through playing the game. You would need to spend $154 to open enough packs to unlock all of the collection items. Once you earn all of the collection items, you are then given the opportunity to spend $35 to buy the Bloodhound Heirloom. This is wrong. This is the wrong way to do loot boxes in a free-to-play game. It's fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. Like, you would think that, like, you would see the whole, if you were the people who made Apex, right? You would see the whole Star Wars Battlefront 2 debacle that happened. And you would be like, well, maybe it isn't a good idea to do this. But guess what? We're gonna be idiots and fucking do it anyways. I don't know why they decided to do it, or like, but it's fucking stupid, man. It is fucking stupid, and they shouldn't have did it. They shouldn't have did it at all. But just my closing thoughts on it is I just wish loot boxes would go away. Will they go away? I doubt it. Too much money to be made by companies. In the end, and I don't think that they're going anywhere. But I really wish they would go away, and I wish they would go to a more, because I don't mind them. I don't mind purchasable things. I know some people do, but I don't. I think it's an okay way for people to fund games. But don't screw your customer over, like, with these type of things. Just be reasonable. We're gonna go to the questions. I believe we only had one today, and it was from Suicide. And he says, are loot boxes a form of gambling? And to me personally, I think they are. It is gambling. It's 100% gambling is what it is. There's no other way to put it. It's fucking gambling. Which is why I think it's right for them to make them disclose the odds, because if you go to a casino, right? If you go to a casino today, they are going to have a way for you to, like, they have books. They have ways of you knowing what's the percentage of you winning at this, and what's the percentage of you winning at slots, and what's the percentage of you winning at roulette. They have a way for you to know your chances of winning at this particular thing. So, what's different about putting, because it's essentially the same thing as like a slot machine. You're putting your money into the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, or what the fuck ever Nintendo has. You're going into a section and buying you're essentially putting your money in the loot box and it's spinning and you get a random outcome. It's gambling. It's essentially the same thing as a slot machine. You might get something good from it, you might get nothing good from it. It's gambling. That's all it is. And for anyone who doesn't think it is, you're dumb. I don't know what else to say to you. You're stupid. And it all leads, the whole loot box thing, like, problem leads to, most of the time it's little kids using these things. It's little kids using these things. There's no way to stop them, you know? Because it's up to their parents and the people that, you know, watch over them to dictate what they can get and what they can't get. You know, if they say, I want GTA, 90% of the fucking parents these days are going to run out and buy them GTA without even looking into it, because that's just the society we live in today. But I think loot boxes should go away. I think loot boxes are gambling. I don't think they'll ever go away, though. I wish we could just go back to the point where we could just buy these things outright. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with loot boxes. But if you're here live, we won't be stopping the stream. And if you enjoyed the podcast, you can support by following the channel, or if you're listening on another platform, by subscribing. This has been the Rants with Rage podcast. Remember to come hang out with us live every Tuesday through Friday around 9 a.m. Central Standard Time over at twitch.tv/manversusrage. As always, this is Man vs. Rage, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.